Hello, everybody. How are you? I hope that you've had a good day so far, and I hope that all is going well for you. I want to take this opportunity to thank you, first of all, for being patient with me because, to be honest, I really don't have a lot of time to do these YouTube videos like I would like to, due to work and other obligations. I simply don't have enough hours in the day to focus on stuff like this. So whenever I have an opportunity, I like to come on here and, express my views on different things and then allow you to express yours as well. And so I'm here today and I'm very thankful. And so, of course, we're now well into the month of November. And as I'm taping this on today, which is Sunday, November the 6th, well, I'm only a few days away from my birthday. My birthday will be coming up on next Saturday, November 12th. And I will have made another trip around the sun. And I consider that a blessing. So, and this is Scorpio season as well. And a big shout out to all my Scorpios out there. Woo, woo, woo. Well, anyway, I just wanted to come on here for a few moments and talk to you about something that I think a lot of you can relate to out there. And my subject for today is, are some people born to do nothing? That's the question I have. And I'm going to tell you why I have been thinking about that. Because, first of all, I live in this little small town just west of the Mississippi, minutes away from downtown Memphis. And I've been here all my life. And I see from day to day so many people just, walking the streets doing absolutely nothing. There are a lot of people who have dropped out of school around here, and, a lot of people who have quit jobs and they're living off of their families, living with relatives and stuff because they can't possibly afford to get a place of their own if they're not working, and don't have sufficient funds to pay their expenses, and I see these same people just walking up and down the street all day long. I wonder, because you never see them driving most of the time. It takes money to have a car, any vehicle, because you got to maintain it, you got to put gas in it, you got to buy tags for it, you got to put insurance on it. So it takes money to have a vehicle, and it takes money to maintain any place of residence, whether you're a renter or a buyer. You got to have money to pay your rent or money to pay your mortgage. And of course, if you're paying a mortgage, along with that, there will be property taxes and the upkeep of your home. And even if you rent an apartment, there are things that you have to deal with sometimes. The landlord is supposed to be responsible for most of it, but then there are some times when even renters have to dip into their own pocket to do certain things. So, I just wonder, is it possible that some people are born into this world to do nothing? Is it possible? Because you got a lot of folk out here who don't want to work, they don't want to go to school, they don't want anything out of life. They don't want to have a place their own. They never chip in for anything, you know. Now they'll be the first ones to show up at your house if they hear tell you having a cookout or barbecue or fish fry or or like now we're getting ready for Thanksgiving. They hear tell you cooking Thanksgiving dinner. They're gonna be right there waiting for some of that chicken and dressing, turkey, beans, greens, whatever. As Shirley Caesar, beans, greens, tomato, whatever that you got, whatever you got done that you got spread out on that table or sitting on the stove, those people are going to be there with their plate out just like this, ready to eat. And they haven't given you a dime on any of that stuff. You had to go to the store and buy that food yourself. You had to stand up and cook that food. You know, you the one got everything set up for people to come over and have fun and fellowship with good food. They haven't chipped in anything because, if they're not working and if they don't have, and I know that now, before I go any further, let me say that I know that there are a lot of people out here who are disabled, and they get a check every month, disability. And then there are those who may be retired, they're getting Social Security and retirement pension. And then there are also those who are either mentally challenged or something like that, and they get SSI and what have you. So I'm not talking about those people. Those are not the ones I'm referring to. I'm referring to the people who are just absolutely downright lazy and don't want to do anything. They're not interested in taking care of themselves. And if they're not taking care of themselves, they sure in hell can't take care of nobody else. So, that's what I'm talking about. And there are so many people out here like that, and it's us, taxpayers, who are basically footing the bill for those individuals, through food stamps and of course, back in the day, a lot of folk got welfare. You don't really hear too much about welfare now like you used to, but it may be still a little bit out there, but not a whole lot. But let's talk about food stamps for a second, because, I go to the store just about every evening when I get off work. And, a certain time of month, you see a lot of people in the stores with the shopping carts full of food. But let me tell you, I see a lot of folk buying all this junk food. They're getting potato chips, they're getting cookies, and they're getting all these hot pockets and these TV dinners and frozen pizzas and stuff like that. But they're not getting any healthy food, anything that they can actually prepare, good meat and vegetables and, whole wheat bread, grains and stuff like that, beans and rice and stuff. All they buying is a lot of junk food. Got a house full of children, and the children are being raised up on all that junk, hot dogs and French fries and and stuff like that, and and that's not good, So, and those are some people that I think don't want to do anything either, and walk around all day with the night clothes on. Now, see, when I was growing up, we were taught that we had to get on up out the bed, wash our face, we had to wash up, or bathe or whatever, put on our clean clothes, get dressed, and comb our hair, brush our teeth. We had to be decent. And anytime we went out, we had to have clean clothes on and be decent. Our parents didn't let us go out looking any kind of way. But now you got these folks all in the stores with their pajamas on and their flip-flops on, and they won't comb their hair. I see them with bags on their head. And I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. I don't understand. But I know time brings about a change. But nobody ever said that change had to be for the worse. So I want to know what you think about all this as I get ready to cut it off. And tell me, do you think that there are a lot of people who are born into this world to do nothing? That was their purpose for coming here, to do absolutely nothing? Let me know what you think. and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.